Oh boy, I'm never ready for this every Monday. Every other Monday. Hi, it's Monday.
Monday.
But it's Monday, so that means we get to play Rise of Tiamat. So welcome to that. I am very tired right now. I had to feed 1,300 people today at work, and I get to do it again tomorrow for breakfast. Hey.
Whoa.
Whoa. I had to also feed I also had to make 3,500 churros on Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
3,500?
3,500 churros. And we only have one fryer. Dubs.
That's
That we have to share. That we have to
That's
share with the
wonderful.
rest of the kitchen. Was
That's
it clean?
wonderful.
No.
No.
It wasn't. Also, it's leaking, which is fine.
We just fixed our fryer because it was
Yeah,
leaking.
halfway through the day, I look over and I see just this dark, oily puddle going across the kitchen, and I'm like, where is that coming from? And they're like, oh, that's the fryer. And I'm like, oh.
Then clean it the fuck up.
Yeah.
It was like, we'll just let people slip on
That's
it.
not
It's
my
fine.
job. I'm pastry. I'm just here to look cute.
And you're so good at it.
Excellent. A+.
Oh, right. I forgot I'm supposed to give someone a treat since we started. Hey, come here. Come here. Can I have a high five?
I don't have my glasses.
Oh, that was a good high
Such
five.
Such a good high five. Here you go. Anyway, let's go ahead. All right, so that's why I'm very tired today. So we're going to play Rise of Tiamat. Some stuff is going to happen, but I guess until we get to that, do we have any fun announcements going on this week?
Not this week, but next Friday, we're actually going to have a very special one-shot that we're working on. It's going to be a Disney Princess one-shot because we're going to film something to celebrate International Down Syndrome Day.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so trying to work out the logistics because sometimes my sister can be intense.
That's fair.
It's her world, and we're just living in
That's incredibly truthful, yes.
it. Fantastic. That's awesome, though. All right, and then what else? You guys do your monthly D&D games at the bar every end of the month.
Yeah, at the end of the month we do a one shot at Excalibur Brewery here in Old Town Spring. Last time was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, you're
I've DM'd twice already.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
Nice. Congrats.
Dickie, we had a very long talk with him over the phone on Saturday. And he loves doing it because he can actually talk about his book to people that are interested in the same culture and stuff. So
that's awesome. I'm glad he's getting that. I can't wait to hear about it on Wednesday. Tomorrow's the 5th.
Oh, yeah, dope.
So, because we do our writers meetup every month, and we're doing ours on Wednesday. So,
cool.
Yep, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. One of those days. We'll figure it out. So, fun. All right. So, with that, as I fight through middle-aged back pain, let's go ahead and I guess we're running through introductions. I'll just die quietly. It's fine. Don't mind me. If I make a noise, just ignore it.
86.
Yeah, 86. 86 on my back, please. Okay, so yeah, I believe we're doing intros now. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So hi, I am Vic. I will be your DM for tonight, and a lot of dragons and scary dragon things. So that's fun. Sharing the same plane of existence as me. Hey Tab, who are you playing?
Be playing Patience / Rosemary, the Tiefling. Oh my gosh. Ranger / Sorcerer.
I almost heard Cleric. I almost heard it.
No, you did not.
I almost did. It was almost there.
It's the Faja.
Anyway, sorry. Ignore all the boxes because we're in the middle of packing to move to
What
Ohio.
boxes? You don't see it. What boxes?
Yeah, they're not there. All right. Next is hey Jesus. Who are you playing?
Hey everybody, I am playing Tarsius Chadington, a Minotaur barbarian fighter who is a good boy trying to do good boy things.
He's doing his best.
Trying to, yeah.
And as for his sister, hey Jeremiah, who are you playing?
I'm playing Cordelia Chadington. Your Medusa Fighter Blood Hunter Rogue. And 27 other snakes.
You need to start writing the backstory for each snake.
Okay.
Each snake. Sorry, each
Next,
snake.
we'll say for our local sad boy. Hey Sydney, who are you playing today?
Playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human rune knight paladin of Bahamut, whose sister is now
Congrats
the
on the
avatar
upgrade.
Tiamat.
Congrats on the downgrade.
We're irony.
It's a little funny sometimes.
Something history repeats itself.
It's sibling rivalries. What can I say?
Yikes.
Yikes. And we'll say prettiest for last. Hey Nick, who are you playing today?
So pretty, don't look around
So
like that.
pretty princess.
The prettiest person I ever did see.
Hello, I'm Nick. I'm going to be playing Myria Mormara. She is a fairy, cleric, and rune knight.
Nice. All right.
No, it's just like everybody multi-class
Yes.
fighters.
Welcome to the multi-class game where everybody multi-classed.
Mhm.
Everybody understood
All right,
the
so let's
essence.
go ahead.
I missed an announcement.
Oh shoot, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So already okay. Did you know that milk is the fastest liquid on Earth?
Is it?
It's pasteurized before you can even see it.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
These jokes are starting to go sour on me.
Hey.
Hey. All right, let's go ahead and roll that beaten footage.
All right.
We're back.
But our DM went to go get some pills and some. Oh, that's a fly in my water.
Oh,
Free protein.
What?
Free protein.
Yeah.
I got a fly in my
Protein.
water.
Jesus had a fly in his water.
Get swole.
The vegetarian ass is like, no, eat something.
I'm pretty sure Tarsius just like shovels protein into his
Oh,
mouth.
Yeah.
To get enough, he probably has to.
Sorry, Twitch. I have to take drugs real quick.
That was his
But
that's his spoon. It's a shovel.
It's a shovel.
Like a gardening shovel. That's
like a
his
trowel.
He just sprinkles it on his salads, and he
Yeah.
calls it like flavor dust or something. He's like,
there is a seaweed in Mexico that is like incredibly high in protein that makes everything taste like fish. I used to
spirulina.
yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah.
When I was back in the twink ages and I worked out all the time, I poured that on everything and everything tasted like fish. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Cool. Yeah, I can't do that. We had to work with spirulina at work, and I was not a fan of it. Okay. So let's do recap. All right. I was not talking to you, but I'm glad
Are
you're
you
here.
sure?
We grin alone.
I said let's do recap, and Champ shows up like, I'm here.
I'm here to do it.
Let's do it.
I know.
I was bothering you the whole time you were writing it.
Right.
He's
He
like,
really
let me
was.
help. I can do it.
Every time I was trying to type, he would like shove his nose on my arm and like push it off the keyboard. So he was helping.
Yes.
All right. So the sun has eclipsed, and Waterdeep is now under siege. Having just returned from Termish, you all had faced a deadly blue dragon, the wizard tower that he had served, and the innocent town people turned draconic abominations. You had traveled in search of the blue dragon mask that was being held within Zonthal Tower, and by a stroke of luck, you were able to steal it out of Termish from under the nose of Tiamat and her forces. Tiamat, now walking the material plane, with Hawk's younger sister as her avatar, has proven to be very proactive in her efforts to retrieve her final relic. You approached the Council of Waterdeep with your news and luckily pushed for the Council of Nobles to begin taking action to protect Waterdeep. Then, shortly after you visited the Council of Dragons, hoping they would relieve you of your duty of guarding the Blue Dragon Mask, and they were willing, it was there when Tiamat had made her plan known. The ancient red dragon, Cormoranth, crashed the meeting of Chromatics and offered to take the mask himself. But if the party refused, then Waterdeep would fall. With the party and the Dragon Council opposing the offer, Cormoranth then invoked the Primal Law, a binding set of unwritten rules amongst dragons that they abide by, and to refuse the laws would be to refuse being a dragon. But King Protanther of the Metallics abided by the Primal Law and ultimately died to it. Cormoranth gave you 5 minutes before Waterdeep would be destroyed. Acting quickly, you split up through the city to warn everyone you could. Unfortunately for Hawk, Donnie had some sad news for him, as Larkspur would no longer be found within the city, having gone off to complete his personal quest to destroy his home and the corrupt officials that run it. But with one party member departing, a new one has been tasked to join the cause to stop Tiamat. Myria, a small fairy from the Feywild, now accompanies Hawk due to a unwanted favor traded amongst strangers' friend circle. Very frightening phrase to hear.
Especially to those who hold the favor contract.
Mm-hmm. But while the party did what they could to prepare for the attack, it soon came on crimson wings, and Cormoranth bathed Waterdeep in an explosion of fire. And from the wreckage, draconic abominations emerged, all while a blood-red eclipse watches from above the city. And so that is where we return to. Let me get the map up. So, you guys are currently in your respected areas. Let me change the music now.
So speaking of Eclipse, no, I don't actually have a joke. I couldn't afford it.
No. No, you couldn't, Jeremiah.
I couldn't afford it.
Damn it.
All right,
Womp
so
womp.
we're
That
bringing
was the
in
bad joke.
ancient. We're bringing in 5 ancient chromatics
That
from
was-
each corner of the city.
Unfortunately,
And
that
go.
makes sense.
that was actually exactly the my expecting what's the word? I couldn't get the word out.
Your expectations.
My reactions to the
Your
bad
reactions.
joke.
Okay. Okay. So, Tarsius, Cordelia, you are still currently in the Castle Ward district, having just corralled the young pages from the Paladin Order safely behind castle walls. Ferris having promised that she will do her best to guard them. It is then that Janva and Gala exit the castle as the children are rushing in, and Janva looks up to the shush. Janva looks up to the sky, looks at the sky that is bathed blood red. And you just see this look of, you don't want to say fear. You feel like that's you're discrediting her for thinking that she is afraid, but you know that there's definitely a look of this is happening. John was like, okay. So it begins. What are you two doing?
Which two?
To Cordelia and Tarsius, the two that are at the castle.
And we're seeing the chaos currently unfolding in front of us. Like,
Yes.
Well, let's go back and we need to get the luck. We need to get friends. We need to get uncles. We need to just make sure everyone's okay. Who's the closest?
I'm worried about mother and father. But at the same time, I feel like the tavern is the safest place right now for mother and father with
We can take
guess.
him there.
Uncle West and Uncle Coward here.
We can take him there. Because we're close by.
And then
I assume.
they were there. I don't know if they left.
Why can't we fly? Because we're by the castle, right? And that's the
So you are within the castle gates right now, and you're watching as the castle guards are like filing out of their posts. They are all starting to prepare for as you hear sounds, screams filling the streets. You smell the smoke choking the air, and you can see the light of fires starting to rise up from the city. And then you hear familiar noises.
Yeah, I am gonna look up though and see if I can see. Man, my English is not working today. If I can see evidence of the dragon arriving.
Okay, so I will say, roll me a perception.
Let's use this. That is 22.
So I will say, from last time, right as you look up with your 22, and Tarsius, you can roll 2 as well if you'd like.
14. Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. So, and you hear it before you see it, and it's just that pressurized thrum, that rhythmic sound that just kind of threatens to make your ears pop. And you look up and you see this gargantuan red dragon fly up. First, it flies over the castle, and then he crests up, and then you see as his body just kind of disappears into the darkness of the eclipse. And then the next thing you see is a small humanoid form dropping out of the sky and disappearing into the city.
Do we see where it's dropping? Like, at least general direction?
I will say for a 22, you see him drop kind of towards the north ward.
Okay.
Can't pinpoint exactly, but you know the direction that he had dropped in.
And then where is the tavern by?
The tavern will be in the
Is it a
trade,
trade
kind of like in
ward?
between,
Yeah.
between the trade ward and
Okay.
the dock ward. So
Okay.
in the area
Ah.
where I have Hawk and Myria.
I am gonna ask Tarsius, like, did you see that?
Saw a dragon pass by and it's really big. I'm looking for a god. Should need to ask some questions.
And then I am gonna kind of look and kind of point in the direction that I kind of where I saw it. Like there was a humanoid that dropped after the red dragon moved up.
Fell off.
You'll
of
see
it?
Janva, who, for a drow, very kind of like dark lavender skin. You see her complexion kind of pale slightly. She's like, that'll be Cormorant.
Is it the human form of the dragon?
Oh.
Yes. He's... Sometimes I feel he's more frightening when he's capable of moving among us.
Mm-hmm. Is the group kind of together now? I don't remember.
No. So you
No?
are currently in
Okay.
the castle ward. Patience was last at the guard barracks, which is kind of in the same area, and then Myria and Hawk are flying currently above the city, leaving Donnie's house, which I will say, since Donnie's house is close enough, Cordelia, as you watch the humanoid figure drop, you see another figure flying in the sky, very large, but with these very colorful, like translucent wings that don't look like a dragon's wings. They look kind of fey-like.
Like those looks familiar. Looking at it, I'm not really pointing because pointing is bad.
Yeah, which you haven't met Myria yet. Only Hawk has so far.
Yeah.
But you have seen. You have seen
that's
fairy
true.
creatures.
For some reason we were at that. We weren't there when that happened.
No, that's okay. That was a couple weeks ago. But I will say you haven't met Myria yet. You don't know her, but I will say that in your time helping restore the Druid's Woods, you have seen fairies before. Like they are. They're kind of, I don't want to say common, but you're more likely to see them than other things in this world.
Then I will see when I see that, I'll change what I said and say that. Well, I'll still say that looks familiar, but it doesn't look like a dragon. What is that? I'm gonna look also at Tarsius. Like, I know it fell that way, and Janva, I know what you're saying about how terrifying he could be, especially now he's walking around us, but I feel like I want to be selfish and make sure my parents are okay. And then I'll just kind of look towards the trade ward, like general direction on where the tavern is, but I'm not moving.
Janva, no, go ahead, Tarsius.
I was just gonna I don't think it's selfish. We just need to make sure that all T's are crossed and I's dotted so we can focus on the thing at hand. If you have something in the back of your head, you can't focus. And that's why I'm gonna, and I just grab a card. Hey, is my mommy and daddy here? Or are they...
just grabs it.
I don't know who your mommy and daddy are.
Mr. Chadington and Mrs. Chadington.
No, we haven't seen them today.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Put his helmet back correctly.
She just kind of runs away from you.
Okay, so
Miss Janva will. Yeah, she'll pull something out from beneath the breastplate of her armor, and she'll hold it to her lips, and you don't hear a noise from it, but it looks to be a whistle of some kind. She'll just be like, "You go take care of what you need to take care of. We'll guard the castle."
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss John.
I promise we'll return as fast as we can.
Wow.
Or,
Brand has words.
That was the dragon wings. No.
Yeah.
The instinct to grab sister and put her on me so I can run, but I know that she's twice as fast as me, so just gonna resist that and just. Alright, let's go. And start heading on the way.
Alright. So, you guys run straight through the gates before they can even bother to close it. You hear guards kind of like yelling at you, like, "Hey, wait! Don't go out there!" kind of thing. But you keep running.
It's okay, we're
And as
professionals.
you run your way down the road, you just as you're about to turn the corner, you catch sight of movement, and it's a familiar movement. It's that same kind of painful, awkward shambling that you've seen from the abominations within the tower, within what was once Hawk's hometown. As you see like these huge casted shadows across broken buildings, you hear you hear people crying. There's just smoke and fire everywhere. If your task is to get to the tavern, I'm going to have you guys do a skill challenge for me. Okay. All right. All right. So I will say for this skill challenge, you guys can pick out any skill that you feel can help you navigate towards the tavern. You know the streets you need to take, but right now everything is just littered with chaos.
And I want to use acrobatics to basically maneuver around the people as
Okay.
fast as I can.
That's
Parkour.
fair. Okay. You can roll me acrobatics then.
Oh, thank goodness for a +9. That's a dirty 20. I rolled a 11.
20. Okay. So you guys, as you guys make your way down the street, you are met by a push of panicked civilians as they are trying to run past you to get to the castle gates. And Cordelia, with your successful save or your acrobatics, you manage to kind of like, you know, navigate through the natural flow of the crowd, trying to get away, like to keep yourself from getting overwhelmed and pushed back as you make it through fairly easily.
I'm doing the big no-no on the crowd. I'm running against the flow.
You run it, yeah. As you kind of just make your way through, you can't help but like catch glimpses of people that some of them are, obviously wounded. They're soot covered, shaken. You've seen these kinds of faces before in Benetouin,
Mhm.
as they're all rushing for the gates and crying out for help, trying to get away from this nightmare. So Tarsius, what would you like to do for your skill check?
I am going to do intimidation, and I'm going to honor the giantess and just yell "Moo!" and just like try to part the crowd by just
Okay.
being obviously in the way and intimidating and just like looking like I'm gonna bull rush. But if someone stops, I'm gonna. Like,
All right, so I will say roll with advantage because these people are very frightened already.
Okay. I don't know if that was the first or the second one, but one of those was a natural one. So,
Oh.
so I'm glad I got that. That is a 19 to. Yes, 19 total.
Okay, so you make yourself bigger than you already are, kind of like puffing your chest out. You use your diaphragm to yell out above the crowd of people as you're just like, move out of the way, and you're just like large sweeping gestures, and the crowd parts immediately, and you hear a panicked cry from everyone.
Like as I'm passing by,
And
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
as you have people like staring at you like wide-eyed, very like scared at first, thinking that you are a part of this mess that's going on. But when they see that you're covered with fur instead of scales, they don't cry out as loudly, and they avert their eyes from you and quickly move on.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys are making your way through, I will go next to Hawk and Myria, since you guys are next up. So you are currently flying overhead. You have basically a bird's eye view of everything right now. You see the broken buildings. You see the fire starting to light up the city as darkness is overtaking with the eclipse. Hawk, this feels a little too familiar. Fires, the smoke, the screams. seeing the shambling shadows of these draconic abominations. If you'd like, I can have both of you make me a perception check. What'd you get?
7.
Oh.
It's
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I said it's real smoky and we're busy having flashbacks right now.
Oh, no.
Okay, what'd you get? What was the number?
A 12.
A 12? You know, I will take that. So, Myria, you forgot your flying goggles. Out of all the things that you had to hastily pack, that's the one thing you forgot.
What the fuck?
I mean, he didn't tell you that there was going to be fire or any of this.
Fucking goddamn.
He told you. I mean, if you really think about it, I told you there'd be dragons. I just didn't tell you what type.
You know, that's fair. I should have prepped for that a little bit better.
But Huck, I will say, amidst your moment, you feel that swell of grief kind of like reach a point where it makes your chest ache and like your throat close up, and you're just kind of like looking down vacantly, letting the smoke burn your eyes. And as you kind of like blink away the tears, you catch sight of something green that kind of like sticks out through all of, the kind of like the orange fires, the dark shadows. You see a green, and that is surprisingly Cordelia. As you kind of
Oh.
recognize the shape, as you're kind of like running through, reminiscing, just like this is just like home, watching, people, run scared, monsters. Tarsius and Cordelia are there. Tarsius and Cordelia are there.
Yeah.
And then it clicks with you.
Yeah. We're gonna come back. You can take a deep breath. And wipe our eyes because it was just smoke. I wasn't crying.
Obviously, yeah. Just the wind.
He's gonna watch the direction that they're running.
Yeah.
Like Cordelia looked up at him, he looked down at Cordelia, neither of them know, like, he knows that's Cordelia, and Cordelia's like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Just,
Like, it looks familiar.
Hawk was probably like,
will-
yay!
I will say, roll a I'll treat it as a history. Roll a history. This is a different angle than you're used to of looking at the layout of the city. But let's see if you can remember more or less what street they're on.
Teen.
Okay. You see the castle. You see that they're running away from the castle. And it's like one of those things where you're trying to look at Google Maps without like the street names to assist you, and you're like, I bet I could find my house from here. But it's
Yeah.
not quite matching up. But you see them heading towards like kind of like towards the districts where the docks are, and you're like, oh, they're probably heading towards the tavern.
Hawk would be like, well, those two are accounted for then. Trying to find the little one.
Which way are we going?
I don't know.
The fuck do you mean you don't know? You know the city better than I do, at least.
I guess we're the guardhouse.
Is that where your friends were last?
I think that's where the patients was going.
Okay, well, again, which fucking way is that?
It's he's gonna like rattle off a landmark.
Which is
We're a landmark
unfortunate
guy.
because most
Find
of
the
the
Burger King.
city,
Find the
Everything's
Burger
on
King.
fire.
yeah.
She's just gonna be looking like,
I'm not from here, okay?
but you've spent a lot of time here.
I've spent some time here. And frankly, I don't really look at the street names. I just kind of walk around.
We spent enough
Head for the
business trips
cobblestone.
here that we're not a local, but we feel like we're better than tourists.
Yeah. We're in the middle. We're in that weird funky zone of like, I'm like the superior sort of tourist.
Right.
He's gonna be like, well, it is it not, shoot, it's in the castle ward though, isn't it?
It's technically outside the castle ward.
Okay. So, but we're probably not far from it.
You
Um,
actually are not. You're very close to it.
Hog is like looking around, like it's not in the castle. It's not in the castle ward. It's like right out. It's like right outside of the castle. He's gonna look down and then look around and be like, I think it's over there.
And we're gonna go that way.
All right, so you fly that way.
You're looking for tieflings, very very pink tieflings.
All right, and I will
Very
say,
helpful. Saying is everything is fucking red and orange. Trying to find something that's pink and tiny, and this is not going to be fucking easy.
Well, one of them has purple hair.
at least you're not colorblind.
That would be
Ooh,
terrible.
Purple hair, yeah, that'll make them stick out so much.
Oh wow!
How many people do you know that have purple hair? He looks at her.
As she stares at you, as the wind whips at her purple hair.
Yeah. Besides yourself.
I come from the fucking land of the Fae. There's plenty there.
Well, not here.
Purple's like the brown in the Feywild.
Oh. If you got brown hair in the Feywild, you're not supposed to be there.
Basically.
All right, so you guys fly off towards the guardhouse. So, patience.
Yeah.
You wake up beneath a pile of rubble.
Oh.
You wake up first beneath your dad, who is beneath your grandfather, under a pile of rubble. As the dust is just, completely clouding your vision of what once was the guardhouse. I'm gonna need you to make me a perception check. Okay. So, from what you can see, kind of beneath your own cover, the most you can see are feet. And then here as well, as you hear these heavy scaled footsteps trudging past where you're hiding. And right as you're about to let out a little gasp, you feel your dad's hand go over your mouth. And you look up and you see both him and your grandfather are high alert, just very still and watching the shadows as they step by. And along with the shadows as they step by, you also hear another sound. And that's the sound of something sniffing, scenting the air. Is there anything you want to do?
Is that movement heading toward us?
So it's right next to you. Let's let me. So it's right. It's right next to you.
Uh-huh.
But from what you can tell, it can't see you because you are completely covered in shrapnel and.
She can really do is look up at, since Cole has his hand over her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She's just kind of looking up at him, like, okay, what do we do? Hopefully trying to.
So non-verbally trying to.
Yeah.
Okay. As you'll hear Irian talk.
Mhm.
And when he talks, it's almost like you can barely hear him. Like he is barely expelling any breath to speak.
Mhm.
As he just whispers very softly, "Don't move."
Mhm.
So you sit there waiting. And I will have you roll me a stealth. And I'll need a stealth for Gren as well.
Friend stats.
Okay.
Patience got a 28.
Very nice.
Gren also rolled really well, but I need to know what his additionals.
Okay.
Okay, so dirty 20.
All right. For once, he's not mouth breathing.
No,
You know what? Good for him.
he has a +1 dex, and he rolled a 19.
Good for him. I love that. All right. Let me pull up stats. All right. So as you sit there as still as possible, and in that moment, panic kind of hits you as you remember Gren. And you kind of like immediately snap your gaze down to where your dragon is, and you see that he is also like almost like stone, just completely still, his eyes just like locked on to whatever is within his vision. As he is quiet, his mouth closed, as he's not doing his signature, little mouth breathe. That sounds like he's asphyxiating. And then the footsteps walk away. As you hear this kind of like guttural, like chortling, this almost like they're talking. But it's like a very like broken, slurred draconic. As if you strain to listen, you can't quite make out all of it, but from what you can tell, it seems like they were looking for something, and that it's not here. And so now they're moving on. And as it steps away, you start to hear more heavy footfalls of the same pattern, also stepping away.
She's just gonna kind of move Cole's hand down from from her mouth, and looking over at Irian, and not talking. She's gonna mouth, "We need to find the others."
And he'll nod. And then he'll just very, very quietly start to kind of move himself and start to push bits of rubble aside as, quietly as he can until there's a small enough hole for you and your dragon to get out.
Mhm.
And then from there, makes a slightly bigger hole for himself and Cole to get out.
Mhm.
As you guys are standing in the remains of the guardhouse. Yep. Zarian just kind of dusts himself off and is just like, shit. This this is bad.
It's gonna nod.
Yeah. No, I was waiting for you to say something.
She's just having a slight PTSD moment.
And as you're kind of like looking around, like, shaken obviously. And there's a moment where you kind of like look to your left and you kind of glance what looks like a boot stuck beneath a wall, and then Arian quickly like redirects your face to look at him, and he's just like, okay, all right, you and your dad need to go. You gotta get out of here. Fine. I'll be fine. Look, I have a particular skill set that I usually work best alone, so trust me. I'm gonna make sure you get out of here safely. And then he'll hug you back. It's like just just get out while you can. I'll try to find you if all of this blows over. But okay. All right, you okay? Okay. Now just like ruffle your hair, and Cole will take your hand, and it's just like we to stick to the alleys, avoid any major streets. If we hear something, you need to listen to me, okay?
Hold on.
This is
She's actually like full alert.
okay. I was like, oh, this is bad. She's listening. It's like, okay. He's gonna squeeze your hand, just be like, I'm not losing you again. I'm not letting that happen. Okay.
Yeah. She's just gonna like mutter it like to only where Cole can hear. It's like, please don't let him take me again.
I won't let that happen. That can't happen. So, as this is going on, I will say, Hawk and Myria, you fly your way over what looks to be the remains of the guardhouse. And you see what looks to be a band of these draconic figures start leaving the area. As you see, the building has been completely caved in on itself. The roof just blown, like imploded inward. You see like scorch marks littering the streets. Just this this raging inferno next to it. As pockets of the street look to be molten as well, as if the fire had burnt so hot that it completely melted the rock.
Let's go check to see if your friend is still alive.
Like sees that building, like who thought it might still be there. It's like, yeah, let's hope they aren't in there.
By the time we sat down, she transforms back to normal size.
Okay, so I'll say as you set down, patience, make me a perception.
15.
15? Okay. So, as you and Cole are getting ready to leave, you hear at first what sounds like heavy footsteps hit the stone outside. And Cole hears it too, and he grabs you, and he immediately like holds you to the back wall. And it's just like quiet. Alright. So Myria, you transform back. Hawk, you are now also on the ground. What are we doing?
Looking around for bodies, doors, windows.
Bodies are
Whatever
abundant from where you are.
Ones that he recognizes.
Fair.
Seeing
Roll
there's
me
Marion.
Let's roll an investigation.
13. I can't fucking win tonight.
8. I'm throwing the
Oh,
dice
that
away.
was a
Sheesh.
Excuse me, 15.
That dice is
15.
going away.
Okay.
Can't do math.
Alright, so 15. As you kind of start stepping over, blocks of wall and, chunks of street that have just kind of like cascaded everywhere, you do find some bodies. They're not who you're looking for. And there's a moment of, I shouldn't say thank God, but, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Sucks.
It sucks. It
It's
sucks.
anyone I know.
But
At
yeah, it
this-
sucks, but it's not anyone you know. And
Yeah.
there's kind of an awful relief that comes with that after what you've just been through. As you kind of like start kind of like making your way towards the building, and you find that there is a portion of it that is still kind of like standing, almost like kind of like tented in on itself, where the roof just kind of like fell at a slope. And as you kind of like approach into the building, immediately you're met by an arrowhead pointed at your neck. As Irian like whips around the corner. And he is, very like very ruffled, like soot streaked in his hair. Like it looks like there's like a cut kind of like going down his shoulder, like into like the leathers of his arm. As he just like
Well,
yeah. He'll like undraw and just be like, okay.
He's like,
I'm
you're
so
okay.
glad you're here.
Where is Patience?
All right, and he's gonna and Patience, you'll see as your grandpa kind of like steps away from the opening, and he looks to you and your father, and he like waves you over quickly.
Yeah.
Like, come here.
And the second she sees you, Hawk, she's immediately running and giving you a hug.
He's probably gonna get kind of choked up about that, like
Oh,
the relief. Like she's okay. We're okay. Okay.
all right, I say by this point, Cordelia, Tarsius, you round the next street, and the first thing you see is very tiny bright wings just kind of hanging out by what was once the guardhouse.
We don't see anybody else, just her.
Only the wings.
Okay, only
Just the wings.
Okay.
Putting the light through all of the smoke.
Yeah, like cutting, like the light of her wings are cutting through the smoke itself. So that's like the first thing you see is just these very vibrant, like purples, teals, blues.
Look at my sister.
Is the tavern close to the guardhouse, or somewhat?
It's gonna be about like another 10-minute walk.
Okay,
to
so
the
it's
tavern.
not super far off.
It's not super far off, but with what's going on,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's gonna be a minute.
It's a 10-minute walk. I mean, 10-minute drive, but Houston traffic.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna be like,
And that's not including the road closures they didn't tell you about.
oh, shit, yeah. They're like, oh, we should
Okay.
shout out those dragons and stuff. We'll tell them and we'll
Um.
approach the wings and be like, excuse me, those dragons, fly away, fly.
Miss Myria, you kind of turn to the voice and just kind of like, here, are you approaching the building, Tarsius?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
through the smoke, you see this looming figure start stepping towards you, and with these long, like curved horns.
If she hears him saying that,
Yeah.
she's gonna turn around, and Tarsius, you're going to see like the embodiment of whatever parental like ire you could muster from a mother figure, being like, you did not just fucking say that to me, essentially, in a
Just
look.
giving you the mom stare.
And she's gonna look at you and be like, son,
Yes.
I am older than you could fucking imagine. You do not
Yes.
need to tell me to get off the street. If anyone, you should be getting off the street.
Okay.
You're not
Where are
You're
your
not
friends?
large anymore, right?
No,
No,
it's very
I'm,
small.
Yeah.
I'm a foot and a half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at. I think we should get off the
It's now
streets.
fun size.
Okay. Well, Matt, there's dragons and stuff. Okay. We're gonna go save our family. Okay. Bye. Assuming we
As
don't.
you
see
all
anybody
now
else.
hear Tarsius
Yep.
out in the street.
Yeah. Like breaks away for a second, like he'll sit there, he'll stand up, he'll ruffle Patience's hair, and then like step out of the ruffle and be like, and not yelling, but just loud enough to be like, Tarsius.
Yes. I feel like I'm in trouble again. It's gonna hunch.
And
Down.
he's like, no, it's me.
Oh. Bye.
Oh, so these ones are with you.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Was that my conscience?
Are you
Conscience,
my
is that you?
conscience? How are you? Oh, I can't complain.
You know. Been a while. Hawk will be like, okay, good. Okay, and he like takes Cordelia's there. Okay, cool, good.
Excuse me.
Did you see her parents?
They were at
By
the
any
tavern
chance,
with West and Cow.
Okay. Good.
are they safe?
They were when we left them like 10 minutes ago. If that.
Which was before the attack.
Yeah, we ran out of the tavern as the attack began. West was pretty pissed off. It's something about retirement.
And not losing this
Big
bar.
word, Relmo.
Yeah, and then Xavier was Xaviering. A little worked up, but you know, I think this might be good for him. He can take some feelings out on some things.
Yeah, they got this.
Just
If
hit
they're-
some stuff real hard. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna look at Tarsius too. Like if they're both in the tavern, I think they're Uncle Cow and Uncle West will keep them safe. And Xavier
that-
too.
Might be one of the safest places they could probably be.
Okay. We just need to find Locke, and we can get a hold of this. We saw a big
Like,
dragon.
you say that- And Hawk's face just like he just like he goes like the dead behind the eyes, like staring into the distance, like
Oof.
I'll look at
Clark
Cordelia.
left.
Oh. Okay.
I got to Donnie's and
Is he okay?
he he woke up. I guess he's fine, and he left. He went to go. He went to go fulfill his purpose,
Okay.
but
Well,
he's gone.
it's his life to fulfill. If the world is ending, I think that will be the best course for him to do to finish what he needs to do first before the apocalypse, I guess.
I'm gonna look at my
Oh,
sister.
I don't know how he's gonna make it all the way back to Sespech before the world ends, but you know what? That's fair.
I'm
He's
I
gonna
mean,
look
the
determined.
world won't end if
He's gonna walk really fast.
the world
Are
won't be
you-
ending as long as y'all do your job.
Are
He's
you
right.
okay? I'm looking at Hawk
Oh.
concerned eyes.
He's just gonna look at Cordelia and be like, "Patience and Cole are in the rubble of the guardhouse."
Wait,
You're
Rose.
not answering that question. If we have to think about it, it's
Roll,
not gonna be a good time.
roll. If you're trying to keep it together, Hawk, you can roll performance.
Oh, goody. Yeah, that's a 7.
He's taking it rough.
A very thinly veiled attempt at I'm fine.
You're
I'm
pretty sure that the next inconvenience might shatter him.
Yep.
Well, like what she said, I'm Cordelia, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you. My name's Myria.
Myria, nice to meet you. Well, as Myria said, if we do our job, we could save the world, and you can see him again.
Mm-hmm.
That could be motivation enough.
That's what we're gonna do.
Speaking of our job, and she's gonna go inside and flick the elf on the shoulder and cast a Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay, that feels better now. Thank you. Is this one free?
He heals 11.
Nice.
I don't charge for healing.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And it looks like we could use all the able-bodied people that we could use, so it'd be a shame to have someone of seemingly your skills be decommissioned.
That's very true. So with that, I will ask everyone, what is your passive perception?
Mine is 17.
14.
16.
16. Or 17. Patience. 14. Okay.
Cole has enough passive perception for everyone.
Right?
He does, actually.
Mr. like 27 or something.
He's like hyper vigilant. Anyway.
Hold on, I got it.
When they say it was like, what do you think I have
Oh yeah, give me that
eyes
sheet, by the
behind
way.
my head? Like Cole does.
Give me that sheet, by the way.
Hold us.
Actually, better yet, you can just roll for that because that takes like one job away from me.
Perception 26.
Oh yeah, well there we go. So
Did
with
she
that,
say
so as
26?
26.
Jesus.
26. Okay, so with that,
Misses nothing.
because I have a ranger whose passive right now is not very good, and that's a little embarrassing, but
I was about to say.
it's a
As a
little
hunter.
embarrassing. I'm just going to say that right now. Like, when he's perceiving, great. When he's actively running his mouth, not so great. So,
The
with
poster
that.
child for you can't listen if you're talking.
So as you all kind of like step out of the rubble of the guardhouse, Cole helps you kind of like step over a lot of like the broken shrapnel and wood that's sticking out of the ground, making sure it's like, you know, it's like I know we're fire resistant, but please be careful with the fire. Still stings.
I know.
And watch the molten rock. That you don't want that.
Speaking from experience,
Yeah, actually. And he's like, as he's like helping you out, like his head immediately snaps across the street, and you see him looking wide-eyed up at a corner of the roof where you see a small red pseudo dragon crouched, staring at all of you.
that little fucker.
Son of a bitch.
That little fucker.
Was
Yep.
that the sniffing sound?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. That's what I thought was, to
So
be
if
honest.
he's looking at it, does patient see it now?
Yeah. So if like, because Cole made a gasping noise, like the noises that Tabatha makes when she thinks of something, and it scares the fuck out of me every time.
Let it gasp.
Just that quick. Just that quick.
Does that when I'm driving.
Oh, that would. And she's and Cole's just like shit. And you all look up and you see this little pseudo dragon like crouched over like a portion of the actually, let me get you guys on the map. Let me grab everyone.
Patience is looking at it. It's like,
Where is the last
It's
map
here.
I had you all?
he's here.
Hold, please.
Hmm.
Where's the last map I
What's
had you
the,
fuckers
the
on?
Pause music.
Two and
So we're getting
Copy.
that dragon, right?
boop. Boop. All right, put you right here. You here. You there. Put you right here. You're here, and I have to put a miss thing on the map. Boop. And give you to Myria. Alright. Oh, where is that? That's the one token I don't have on here. Look.
What the little shit?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there he is. Alright. I think that's everything that I needed to move. Okay. So, Bop, here we are.
Oh, the little guy.
Alright. So, as you see this little pseudo dragon just like crouched on the rooftop, kind of like prancing his little claws excitedly, and then he like sits up very proudly, flares his wings, and he lets out a shriek.
Hawk.
Oh, I forgot Grandpa.
Hawk would pick up one of his hand axes
Okay.
and throw it at the pseudo dragon,
All right, roll to throw.
even if it's not gonna hit it.
Do that thing.
So that's
Did I lose Irian?
how do we? Come on,
My
come
guy,
on.
you have to be here. Guys, I lost Irian.
No.
Oh no!
Is there any chance that before he gets
Hilarious.
the yell out or the shriek, Myria can
Oh,
cast
why are you still large?
stealth?
Oh, that's horrible.
He's got
It
a big
was
personality.
It was a 16.
There we go. 16. Okay, so Myria, what was it you wanted to do?
I was gonna see if it would be possible before he shrieks for her to cast silence around him.
I'm going to ask you. I'll play it as a sleight of hand since you have to do a somatic gesture.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand to see how fast you are with this.
Sweet, I have advantage at sleight of hand.
Oh, look at that.
21.
21. All right, so you watch as this thing opens its mouth and very quickly you're like shit and you like do the somatic gesture, and as it cries out, nothing comes out. And right as that happens, Hawk, your axe hits into the pseudo dragon, like cutting, like almost cleanly cutting it in two as like it goes from like neck to torso. And you watch as this pseudo dragon slumps forward and falls off of the roof.
Quick thinking, Mr. Hawkins.
Fuck that thing.
And then
What?
I said, and then
Oh
I
no.
need you all to roll me perception.
Oh,
Now we
okay.
all have to hope that certain someone wasn't within 100 feet.
23.
23. Okay.
20, 23.
Okay.
12.
16.
12. 16.
Cool.
No, you don't need to roll for it. I'm just going to say any perception roll you need to do for Cole just doesn't need to happen. His fucking passive is 26. He sees everything.
Imagine
That
if he had
shit-
the robe of eyes.
Don't break Cole like this.
Hawk could just take it off and hand it to him.
No. No, Hawk, you
Be
need all the help you can
terrifying.
get.
He does. He really does.
Remember, we
Cole
have
with the
a
robe of
pass-
eyes would be terrifying.
Yeah.
What in the ceaseless watcher?
If you have a perception that's higher than 21, any noise will wake you up immediately from a sleep.
Yeah, we know Cole has never slept in his life.
He just lives in that state of hypervigilance, and I feel bad for him.
I sympathize with him, actually.
It's all the anxiety.
Fair.
That's why I have to
Yep.
wear headphones when I sleep. This is why I wear headphones when I sleep.
That's fair.
Okay, so more or less, so Cordelia, what did you get? Just Cordelia, what did you get on your perception again?
Yeah. There you go. 13.
13. Okay,
Should get me.
so everyone but Tarsius and Cordelia.
They're like, oh no, the baby.
You watch the pseudo dragon's body like fall and crumple into a heap on the ground, and as it looks to be burning in the fires, you see its body like twitch. And at first it's like, oh, well, that's the fires, cooking the muscle. As, muscle like stiffens and whatnot in heat. But then you see its arm kind of move up and brace against the ground.
It's a zombie.
And you watch as this pseudo dragon stiffly gets up, but as it's stiffly getting up, you're watching it like contort in form. As you're hearing its bones kind of like break and reform. And sorry, Sid.
It's fine. Ugh.
As this thing grows in size
I was afraid of.
until it's no longer a pseudo dragon, as it stands up on 2 feet.
Oh.
As it flares its uh, much larger wings now, and it kind of like stretches itself out. It is now no longer a pseudo dragon, but a red abishai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goody.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
It's bigger now.
Just a little.
Just a bit. So I will have everyone roll me initiative, and just to make sure I have mechanics down, how big is your silence bubble, Myria?
I believe it's 20 feet.
20 feet.
Yes,
All right, let me
20
get a
feet.
thing on that.
It is a 20 feet,
And that's
20-foot sphere.
okay. And that's only fixated on a point, or okay. Let me get a thing to put that.
Oh no, I rolled really poor on initiative.
Oh no. I will
That's
put
okay.
a rock.
I got a rock.
I'm gonna put a rock down too. Yeah, we'll use this one. Oh no, I put that on the wrong layer. Oh, let me.
Layer
There
jack,
you go.
bro.
I know, right? Turn order. There we go. Throw everyone. No, I'm still on the wrong layer. All right.
Let's put you up here.
Nope. All right. Hold on. I hate when Roll20 does this thing. All right. There we go. Up.
Disappear on my end.
It disappeared.
Yeah.
It was there and then it went poof.
There we go.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, they upgraded a lot of stuff that making me like, why did you change things? Should have left them the same.
Is everything where it should be? Do I have everyone on here twice?
Yep, everyone's on here twice.
Gren shares a 17 initiative with me.
Okay. All right. Let me delete.
Oops. To make the maps
Delete.
smaller. There we go.
Delete. 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 Okay. Now let me put Nelvik on there. There we go.
Hey Hawk, since you were paying more attention, I think you should go first since we got the same initiative.
Oh.
Reached 20 feet.
Okay.
Horse.
All right. There we go. All right. Let me roll for this little cretin.
Little dude.
Jeez. Oh no, Myria, not your first initiative.
Uh-huh.
Oof.
Oh Jesus. Wait, what did you roll?
Patience has a hate relationship with this thing.
The Abishai?
Yeah.
With Nelvik, personally, yeah.
Yeah, it's personally with Nelvik. Alright, so... Oh, wow, you rolled very well. Oh, can I get Cole's initiative, please?
10. He has
Just-
+1 to his initiative.
Oh, okay, he doesn't have like a plus 30 on anything else besides his...
Speed is
Oh, I forgot, he's just a twink.
Speed and strength are his dumb stats.
Alright. There we go. And then we put Gren up by patience. There. Alright, that's fun. Okay. So, let's actually change the music now. So, let's go top of the round. So, Cordelia, what are we doing?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Right? Film perception?
Oh, that's right, you did. Well, you're going to see
Yeah.
it now when it stands up.
Okay.
Because once he stands up to his full height, you guys see the Abishai, but you don't see the pseudo-dragon turn into the Abishai.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at that, and I'm just gonna say, what is that? I'll just kind of step forward a little bit and just hold my action to attack if it gets close and be
Okay.
aggressive.
All right. To which Irian says, "Fuck that, full aggro, baby."
Oh.
He like kind of in the fire. He's gonna strafe to the side, and he's gonna take his 2 shots. Oh, why are you rolling so low? That's better. Okay. That was a little stressful. What is your? Of course that. Okay. Only the second attack hits. Love that. All right. As Irian like kind of like jumps from the side around Patience and Cole, and he like immediately knocks like 2 arrows and kind of like firing them in rapid succession, and it almost looks like he's firing them at the same time. As one the Abishai kind of like bats aside with one wing, but then the second one like catches it in the shoulder, and it ends up like turning and like giving like this very silent hiss as you can't hear it right now as it's still within the little bubble of silence. So that is that many points. All right, Patience. What's your vendetta?
And she's staying in Cole's radius.
How gracious of you.
First thing, we're casting Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I take back what I said. She is going to have to go out of Cole's. She's going to be right next to Cordelia. She's not going past anybody, but she's holding her hand out, and she is going to cast Cone of Cold.
Okay.
She is also going to expend 3 sorcery points for a heightened spell.
Okay.
And it has to roll disadvantage.
Okay, so what is the what's the save?
It is a con save.
Con save?
To roll.
All right. So that is nice. It rolled a natural 1, which puts it to 11.
D8s. To which she'll be like, not yelling that she can't yell this because we're trying to be discreet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's just looking at it, just like, you definitely deserve this, you little shit.
Patience, those are bad words.
Allow them right now.
Three points of cold damage.
That's easy math. Okay. Anything else?
I rolled my thingy, and she did not trigger for wild magic.
Good for you. It would have been really unfortunate to turn into a potted plant right now.
Right now.
Good idea.
Although
Turns
I
into
would love to see how Irian would react to that. Not right now.
Maybe.
Like, oh no, my baby! Oh, it's kind of funny because it's a rosemary plant.
Get it?
Oh, fuck, it's on fire!
all she can pretty much do.
It smells really good now.
We're gonna exorcise the demons.
And Cole, like, stop.
Alright.
Oh,
Gren,
sorry.
go ahead.
One other thing I will have her do
Uh-huh.
for bonus action,
Mhm.
she's casting Hunter's Mark.
Let me put a little thing on him. We're gonna put the little target. There we go.
That's for Gren. Hey, buddy, what we doing?
Alright, I gotta give you control of him. There we go. You have control of his movement.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what he can do. Your speed is
That's a fast little dragon. He's got some turbo speed.
well, 30 gets him
Do
used
that.
to patience.
He is waddling fast and furious.
They might look short and squat, but I tell you what, run.
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of growl. And I'm gonna have him hold action.
hmm
Hold on. Yeah. He's just gonna hold back.
Okay.
To bite.
Holding bite. Do you see as he's slowly opening his mouth like an alligator does when it's ready to start like biting? It's very slowly.
Like an alligator snapping.
Oh god, that's terrible. That's kind of worse, I guess.
Yes, Sydney, that's exactly how I imagine him growling.
All right.
But
With that,
get along.
yes, Tarsius. You're up, buddy.
Okay. Moving. Depending if my sister has her bow or her sword out. If she has her sword out, then I'm gonna step in front of her. She has her bow out.
What you got out? What you got out, Cordelia?
Oh no, I'm a sword fighter majority of the time.
Okay, just
So,
making sure.
Her
they
sword
don't-
is punchy.
Okay, then I will step in front of her. Don't want to be that person, but are you friend or foe? I need
Yeah.
to know. Can't just assume. Slowly taking out.
As he's
axe.
already getting attacked by everyone
Like,
else.
oh god.
I mean, that's one of the things why Cordelia didn't attack either.
Like,
She
cross my
did. She
mind.
doesn't know.
And
We're to react.
You may.
Tarsius.
What?
All these things worshipping Tiamat.
oh, that is bad. Okay.
As you remember, there was exactly 5 different colored Abishai down, worshiping the pedestal that Hawk's sister came off of.
And they're currently in the flames, right?
Yeah, he's standing in the fire right now.
Okay, I am not fireproof, but I will. So that was 10 feet. 30.
I will also burn my reaction.
40.
Okay.
Cordelia's gonna say, but are they one of them? You can't just blindly attack. I'm a Medusa as well. I'm always gonna be a monster, but am I a monster?
Patience just being like that pseudo dragon is one of the reasons why I could not escape for the longest fucking time. Kill it.
Okay. You hurt my friend. Okay, so I was going to take the defense action, but I'm gonna.
I do have a question too. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Her cold of cold have dispersed any of the points of them.
I'm gonna say it would have definitely like smothered them down some, so there is still some fire there. So go ahead, Tarsius.
I cannot touch the fire. I don't know if I'm in the silence zone. So if I am, his words are gonna be silent. But he is going
Okay,
to.
well, I forgot that I don't have this viewable for everybody, so let me fix this real quick, because I had the area marked for... There.
Okay.
Where the silent spell was.
Got it. Okay. So he's gonna take out his axe and look at that Abishai and be like, "All right, now you focus on me." And he's going to hold his action because obviously it's gonna attack me, so I'm gonna defend myself and
Obviously.
swing at it when it hits me.
Alright.
And that's me.
That's you. Okay. Hawk, what are we doing?
We are bonus action Giant's Might.
Kaiju fight.
Are going to the big boy.
Alright,
And
big
then-
boy. Nope.
Words, things, junk stuff. And we know we don't get very far. Can only get to. What is it? Oh. I almost was like 45 walking speed, and I'm like, that's wrong day. Not monk. Yeah, we're gonna step up here, put ourselves in the middle, and he is going to hold an attack with his long sword, but he does have his Vernice Platinum Shield out and ready. So he is on guard, but waiting for the Abishai to make a move.
Okay.
But that will be all he's gonna hold his attack.
Alrighty. So, with that, our Abishai friend, Nelvik, is going to kind of taking his let's see. Okay, just making sure I read this correctly. So he is going to flare his wings, and he is going to rush you, Tarsius, since you're the first one to. You're the closest one to kind of present yourself to him, and you watch as this morning star kind of like materializes in his hands out of the flames, and he starts swinging at you. Because he immediately rushes right at you. And let's see, he's gonna make his.
16 is my AC.
All right. Actually, I'm going to need. All right, that is the thing you do. So everyone that is within 120 feet of him needs to make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Please and thanks.
21.
Let's switch dice.
That is pass.
22.
That is a pass.
Do we all need? You said?
13.
Wisdom save, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was reading one of my maneuvers.
Okay,
great!
that's
That
fine.
was a 5.
Oh, that's a nat 20, 22.
Wisdom is our dump stat.
Okay, so 22 pass, 5 no.
I didn't think so.
Does a 13 pass?
What did you get, Nick?
Me, I got a 21.
Oh, okay, that's
I
right.
was facepalming the hawk.
Oh, okay, you sighed, and I was like, wait, did you tell me your number? All right, and Tarsius, you passed as well?
13. I don't know if that's a pass or not.
Oh, no, you did not pass.
Okay.
Unfortunate, because you're the closest one. Okay. So he flares his wings, and he immediately, like, rushes towards you. He uses the wings to, like, propel him forward in, like, a jump almost. And you're like, that's very fast.
Yeah.
You go, boo.
That's very fast. It's very scary. And he's going to make his 3 attacks. So let's roll.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do this. All right. First attack is going to be a That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Second attack. That is a 27 to hit.
Jesus.
That is... Wait, number. A 20 to hit.
Yeah, all hit.
Wait, hold on, let me do math correctly. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Cool. He's here, okay? Let him enjoy the show. Just stare at the cat. This will be over in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I'm going to make this insanely easy because math is something I don't feel like doing right now. You're going to take 30 points of piercing damage.
Ow, okay. Got it. Owie. I got my calculator. Does that trigger my ready?
And this creature is very lithe, very lean. Like definitely not as muscled as you are, Tarsius,
Yeah.
but when he hits hard.
Yeah, I bet.
And you don't know if you had properly braced yourself or he just kind of spooked you out of being prepared, but you are very frightened now.
I'm awake now.
And Hawk, seeing this creature move that fast, you are now also very frightened.
Great.
With the held action, does that a disadvantage on the attack? Is that correct?
With held action?
Yeah. With because I'm frightened.
That's right, you were defense.
No, I was going to, but when I moved in front, I held an attack.
Okay, you can still you can still attack, but it will you know what, I will give this to you since your held action was before the frightening presence. I'll let you just roll it straight.
Okay. Rolling my one attack because that's how that works. That is a 28.
28 will hit.
Cool.
We'll say that your barbarian instincts took over as you just kind of very reaction. Swing.
With the 10, that's 15 points of slashing damage. And now
Slashing damage. Okay, that is... Alright. Doing good. We're chipping away. Alright, and as he finishes his attacks, he is going to open his leathery maw, and he is going to shriek.
Oh my god.
And you hear as it echoes through the streets.
Great.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
Alright, Cole, what are we doing? What am I going to have him do?
Right.
Give me his list again. I need it. I decided I want to stare at it. How do you do it?
Send you his.
Yeah. There should be a share button up there.
Oh.
Click to copy. Click to copy. That works too. Just saying. Okay, bye, Rue. Everyone say goodbye, Rue.
Goodbye, Rue.
He's gone.
Bye.
I don't like how that just doesn't give me a link. If you give me a 404, I will be very mad. Okay, good. Alright. So do you have the one spell that I really hope you have?
Counterspell?
Yes, you do. No. We are going to cast Spirit Guardians because we are a smart dad. So let me give everyone... Spirit Guardians is 15-foot radius. As you... Yep, so you will all see as Cole will kind of throw his hands out and a kind of like around him, and you watch as the ground like alights with this radiant magic, and from the radiant light, you see these little fox skulls start chattering and floating around the perimeter. As Cole says, if you decide to stay here, if you kind of keep close, it'll provide a little bit of protection.
Okay.
He's gonna look at you, Patience, and just be like, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm not running off.
Alright. So, Myria, it's your turn. What are we doing?
So, did Hawk also get frightened? Or
Yes. Yes, he did.
okay.
We are afraid.
So
He's shaking in his very large boots.
Myria's just kind of gonna flutter over and smack him upside the back, the shoulder, and say, "Fuck up, kiddo. It's not that scary." And cast Lesser Restoration.
You are no longer frightened.
And then she is going.
That's exactly what happened.
She's gonna come over here, and that's about where she can get to.
Okay.
And she's going to sit there.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just gonna sit there for right now. That's about it.
Alright. So, Hawk, you get buzzed by, a small flying creature, and you kind of like have that instinctual reaction, like when a gnat buzzes you, you're like, "Nyeh." You get smacked, and all of a sudden, it's like this wave of relief just like washes over you, and you are no longer seized by fear. All right. So, as we hit top of the round, you all hear movement rush through the streets. And you will hear wings beating, but smaller wings than the dragons. It is smaller, but there are more.
Great.
As one by one, emerging from the different street canals and over the rooftops, you see
Friends.
friends.
Damn.
Lots
Oh, lovely.
and lots
Oh
of friends.
God. Oh shit.
As you see these
I guess my plan
huge-
changed.
as you see like these large draconian figures with these huge heavy leathery wings, kind of wearing like this very like spiky metal armor, kind of like drop out of the skies. One of them kind of rounds a corner while holding this like heavy iron chain that's like clasped around the neck of one of the larger draconic abominations. And then hopping off the backs of two of the draconian soldiers, you see smaller red dragonborns also sporting heavy armor as they hop down and start to brandish their weapons. So you hear them shouting, "There they are!"
No, we're not. Can't see.
Who's they? Who
There's
did
your
that?
mom.
Let's see.
Run.
Look over there! Oh, where'd Cordelia go? Alright,
Um.
top of the round. Cordelia, it is your turn as these guys have now entered the fray.
Say, well, I guess my plan changed. I am. We're surrounded. And then this guy's
We are
over
surrounded,
here.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, it's time to thin the crowd, I guess. 5'10".
Cordelia is very good at crowd control.
The best of the best.
She really is.
I am gonna attack one here.
Alright.
And I am gonna do a maneuver
Give him a 1-2.
I'm gonna do a sweeping attack,
All right.
so I can basically attack them both in one attack. When I hit a melee weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to deal damage to another creature within 5 feet of the original target. So basically, I'm swiping this way, like.
All right.
But my original target will be this
Melee
guy,
roll.
the Dragonborn. That's a
The
Dragonborn,
Dragonborn?
right?
Yeah, that is a
This one,
Dragonborn.
okay.
That is correct.
What is the attack?
The more I flip
15
through
plus
this,
9.
the more I'm mad I didn't include dinosaurs.
24.
24 for the Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Is it not enough that dragons are like dinosaurs with wings?
It's honestly not enough.
We need dinosaurs.
I'm just saying that if we're going to have dragons be like dinosaurs, I would like some more diversity in my dragons to look like dinosaurs aside from standard Velociraptor / T-Rex head. Just saying.
So
I
we
would
want
love that very
feathers,
much.
color variety.
Some color variety, maybe some some feather patterning,
Yeah.
like the winged creature. Maybe we could have something. I'm just saying that a Quetzalcoatl is already kind of
I mean,
like a dragon.
Like, what if, but dragon, but with poison have frillies? Bit.
Man.
speaking
All
of
right.
dinosaurs,
So
there's a
so 24 will hit.
Yeah, so the damage to the Dragonborn. Unfortunately, there's a person within 5 feet of him.
I mean,
I
would we
can't
qualify
sneak
that as a person?
attack.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
I don't think we could qualify this as a person, but sure. Yes,
Oh.
that is correct.
Well,
That's
creature.
why, yes, there
An
is a
ally.
body. There is a
There's-
body right there.
There's the person's ally next to you. It's not like a 1v1 or anything. So the
We'll also get
damage
into
will
some-
be for the Dragonborn is +6 to this. It's gonna be 15 points of slashing.
Okay. Dragonborn is bloodied.
And then it's 7 points to this guy.
7 points to that guy. All right, yeah. There's going to be like a whole debate on semantics when it comes to saying that this is an ally because it's not technically conscious nor technically willing. So there's some words I could say, but you two won't like those words, so I can't say them.
Accomplice?
Sure. What's the word that I've heard lately on YouTube? We're gonna call that an internship.
Oh god.
Shit,
We call that
okay.
unpaid internship.
I mean, all right.
And then I'm gonna do.
internship.
What?
Involuntary internship.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a unpaid internship.
Yep.
They were voluntold to be there.
Yeah,
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
I'll do
They-
the same thing. I'll attack the Dragonborn, and then when I see that the Dragonborn got really hurt, I'll do the same thing.
I mean, he is definitely not stitched together with like 5 different dragon parts, so I think, stabbing him is going to be a lot easier.
I will do the same thing to attack the Dragonborn, and then do a sweeping attack if I
Okay.
hit at least.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack. Which I'll say when you strike the Dragonborn, you come to the realization of, oh, this is not an abomination. This is just a person. I know how to fight this.
It's 17.
17 will hit.
Oh, okay. I rolled an 8. That is plus 15 points of damage for Dragonborn.
He's hanging on.
And 2 to this guy.
And it's almost like every time you slash to the Dragonborn, like it's like the giant mound of dragon flesh, I will call it.
Mhm.
Kind of like cushions the blow as you kind of like run through with your attack. As your blade is cutting through into its flesh. It doesn't bleed, but you are definitely lacerating it.
So the sweeping attack doesn't take an action or a bonus action. So for my bonus action,
Okay.
sorry, I'm a fighter.
You've got things. You've got things.
Yeah. As a bonus action, I will yell out, "Show them no weakness," and I will throw my sword, my other sword, right here.
Oh, your fidget spinner. Yeah.
Yeah, my fidget spinner. And
Get the sword.
as part of the bonus action, I can attack it. See, bonus action. When you do so, the sword to hover. Command. When you do so, the sword hover flies 30 feet. The sword uses the attack roll, build score, blah blah blah. As part of the same bonus action, I can make it attack. If I'm reading that correctly.
I like this.
Oh,
There.
that's really low. That is a 14.
14 for the big guy.
It's gonna be the Dragonborn. I'm targeting
the Dragonborn? That unfortunately does not hit.
I am. It's part of the thinning the crowd. I'm concentrating on one person and then next, but
there's a process.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's there though.
All right.
That'll end my turn.
End your turn. All right. So, Irian is going to pop himself back. Back himself right here, and he's going to take some pot shots at this guy. Please hit something. That is a hit, and that is a hit. That's an even bigger hit.
Hooray,
Alright,
Grandpappy.
10 plus. So that'll be 16 points total. As patients, you hear like the snap of bowstring as you'll see two arrows like stick out of the juncture of this draconic abomination's neck as Irian is like grabbing for more arrows in the process. So, this is your turn. What are we doing?
We are going to just move over to have a better vantage, and she is going to cast Chill Touch on this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me attack.
Oh shit.
Oh, there it went. Gotta reroll. Ground dice don't count. House roll ground dice only count if it somehow rolls a natural 20.
29.
Yeesh. Yeah, I guess.
Like maybe it hits.
Maybe. Yes.
16 points of necrotic.
16 points of necrotic. Alrighty. Yep, that came. Remembering basic math. Yes.
There's one other thing.
What else? What do you got? Do I have to add more numbers?
To its
Oh, so, I mean, other than it not being able to...
because Gren is right next to her.
Yes. Oh.
That's also 6 points of another 6 points of necrotic.
Okay. There we go. So as you shoot this spectral hand out, as it grabs onto the abomination, and you watch as its skin kind of like withers away, and you can see the bone peeking out from its chest. And you watch it kind of decomposes a little bit more than normal. As you're watching as Gren is like fixated on the abomination as well, like doing his little wide guy stance.
Yeah.
Little tail up in the air.
Yeah, that was his view strike. because she was within 30 feet. And we are going to do our little crocodile rock.
Crocodile Rock. Nope, Crocodile Rock it is.
Yep.
Run up and bite.
Okay. What's the bite?
Buddy,
What's
buddy,
the bite?
bite.
14 just hits. Give me
Right on, you
that
little
snap.
Gonna crocodile rock his shit. Eat him.
Because wizards.
7.
7, okay. I have to do.
Just necro.
I have. Well, there went my calculator. It's somewhere under the table. I'm not looking for it right now. I have a computer for this reason. Technology always finds a way. You said 7? Okay. That works for me. Thank you. I don't know where my tiny hand calculator went, and I'm very sad I can't find it.
Oh. That was a 12 for the
Good
double
job.
touch. So she didn't trigger one.
All right. Tarsius, your turn.
Okay.
You are facing down this red Abishai.
I am afraid, and in
You're very
my
scared.
fear.
That makes you feel very small.
Yes, it does. I don't like.
You don't
being
like
small.
that.
So
You don't like
I'm
feeling
going
that.
to actually go into a mindless rage, which
Nice.
I can't be charmed or frightened in. So he's
Very
gonna
good.
get angry and do 2 attacks. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, he's just gonna do two attacks. All right.
All right, roll me your attacks.
First one's probably a miss because that's a 13.
Yeah, it is a miss.
Are you fucking kidding me? 14.
Fortunately, that is also a
A
miss.
3 and a 4. God.
You really went mindless rage. You just
Yeah.
couldn't see anything for that second.
That's
Where your axe kind of like swings down and it just whiffs air, and then you just get even more mad that
Yeah.
you missed on that first strike, and then you go and you try to strike again, but then he just kind of like dances out of the way, and now it's just like building.
yeah.
Oh.
That's gonna be it. I don't want to
Okay.
do any other abilities right now. And already bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right, Hawk.
Fuck.
You're watching
Okay.
as Tarsius is just kind of
Whiffing.
blindly swinging in anger. But this Abishai is moving very fast.
Hawk is also like, there's a lot of people right here. There's a little fairy. I'm gonna take a step. So he is going to. He's going to come over to this. I forgot to change my thing. He's stepping over here to this guy, and he is first as he's walking over. Bonus action. And his like earring, like the rune on his earring starts to glow, and it is his hill rune. So, he now has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Alright.
And he is going to have his fancy sword and take his 3 attacks on this guy.
Alright, go ahead and roll me your attacks.
That is a 23.
Alright, where are you?
26.
Bitch, where are you? Oh, there you are.
12.
So you had 23, and then
26.
26.
And then a natural 1 for a 12.
So the first 2 attacks hit.
Cool. Alright, so we are 1 and 2. So that's 22 points of damage. Oh wait, and then one of those gets extra because giants might. So where's my little? And then an extra 2 damage.
Wow.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Yeah, damage is damage.
Yeah.
I know damage is damage. You're right. And that's gonna be his turn.
Alrighty. So, next, it's Nelvik's turn. As he's going to take his 3 attacks on you, Tarsius.
Yeah. 16 AC. Let's go.
And 1, and 2, and 3. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the first attack was a natural 20.
Alright.
So that
Oh,
they...
never mind.
Always the barbarian.
Hey.
You want to do your Cloud Rune?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
because... Alright, because
have,
one
like-
of these... So the natural 20 is the only crit. You can take away from, one of the other 2, because all of them do hit.
Fair.
Because there's respectively a 32, a 32, a 25, and then a 29.
Okay, yeah, I'll burn that reaction for the Cloud Rune.
Okay.
I will as well.
Okay, so you're only taking the crit.
And it's gonna hit this dude.
Yep.
All right. Let me roll that damage.
Just bitch slap your friend.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that teamwork combo.
Yeah, teamwork.
Combo breaker.
You get my calculator.
Cordelia over here wanting to help her brother so bad, but the 2 squishies are over here. I gotta protect the squishies.
Yeah.
Up on this one. Plus numbers plus. All right, so your crit is going to be 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And so for the other 2 attacks,
That's the full damage, right? Since I'm raging.
yes, that is the full.
Okay, so got it.
So that is number. Da. All right, so he is going to. That's funny. Have to do math real quick. So this guy. What was your health at? Oh yeah, you were. So I will say with the conjoined cloud runes, it completely it makes him swing so wide that it pulls him over to the side to where the dreadnought is, and as his morning star and his claws tear into the silvered skin of this creature, this guy takes what was the number? 39 points of damage, and just fucking wipes him.
Excellent. There we go.
So good job on saving Tarsius from that.
There we go.
You're muted, Sid.
I was so glad that Tarsius didn't take that.
Yep, that would have been really nasty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for Cole's turn, he is going to do a quick somatic gesture as he's going to telephone for help. As he's just like, West, where are you right now? Are you still alive?
Are you still alive?
Are you still alive? Please,
First, let me
Please
check this
respond.
box.
You can respond to this message.
yeah, respond. Yeah, and then within those few moments, you see you see Cole just immediately duck his head like he was just being yelled at. He's just like, I'm sorry for asking if you're okay. And he'll take his turn just to say to you, Patience, since you're close by and he doesn't want to shout it out for everybody. Just It's like, your Uncle West is at the tavern. We need to get going.
Got it. Go to the tavern. Cool.
So, Myria, your turn.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of look around and be like, "Are we fighting or are we gonna run?" I'm kind of confused on this one because there's a lot of fucking people here.
Reaction.
You may.
Run.
Okay. Do these abominations look
Yes.
alive to her?
So, let me double check this one. I will say, so the abominations themselves, yes, they are alive. These guys up here are not alive, but they are also not undead.
Interesting. Okay. That kind of throws that plan out the window. Thank you for
Yeah.
the transparency on that one.
Yes. Like, you can see that they don't have that life in their eyes, but at the same time, you're not getting the vibe of undead that you're used to.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're like, alright, well, fuck, that's not gonna fucking work. Okay. She's going to fly her happy ass over here. And she's gonna be like, alright, you two. Since we're running, how about I take you two out of here? Yay or nay? It's up to you two.
Patient's looking, and it's like, I mean, and she kind of like gestures with her hands, like to Myria's height.
Do you just yes or no?
Yes, please.
Okay.
She looks over
It's
to
like,
Cole.
Cole's like, yes, please, patience, don't be rude.
Gonna use her giant's might
Trying to be rude.
Okay.
and become large,
Alright.
and then she's going to pick Cole up and put Patience
Full
up
of
on her
grapes.
shoulder.
Yep.
And then be like, alright, well, everyone fucking run. And then she's going to take all of them and start flying this way.
Alright. So, let me put Zoops as the Spirit Guardians.
Guardians are still.
Whee! They're like a shadow casted on the ground. They're just following. As so you pick them up, you start flying them away. Gren immediately like turning around and just like making this little grunting noises. So you see you take off with Patience.
Patient's yelling back to Hawk, can you grab Gren?
Hawk's just like, last time I tried to pick him up, it was bad.
Can Gren fly?
No, he has his little wings, but from what you can see from the proportions of his body versus his tiny wings, you're like, that's not flying.
Okay.
He's not quite.
Also,
He's
his
not
wings
quite a bee.
are on backwards from what you can see, so that's also strange.
That's interesting. Okay.
If you want.
She, as an action, she is going to then be like, well, this will certainly be interesting. And she's going to just point back to Tarsius and cast Enlarge on him.
We have some very large.
Kaiju fight.
We got some big bodies in the street suddenly.
I was gonna wait until my turn to be like, oh, I don't know what that's doing, but she awoke something in me, and now it's more.
Good luck.
Oh, big.
I'm getting the squishies out.
Alrighty. So, and almost as if that was the cue to start running, you hear more commotion in the streets as more are starting to show up.
Oh no.
And you have this feeling that the longer you stay here, the more you're going to be outnumbered, and it's not looking pretty. So, with that, Cordelia, what are we doing?
Are we outnumbered or are they? That's the question.
I'm not here with you, you're here with me.
I mean, Cordelia, we know that if we left you alone with them for 10 minutes, always bet on Cordelia.
Mhm.
There's 28 of us, and there's how it also. My snakes counts
28
as
of
one.
them, one of me. Yes, it's me.
So I see that, and yes, strategy, brain. We need to retreat and
Yes.
fight another day. So I'm gonna attack both of these guys 1-in-1.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your.
Neo maneuvers.
Search once a
15 plus 9 to this one, so 24.
So for this one, 24.
Yeah, this one.
That is a hit.
And this one is a 30-20.
That also hits.
So, whoop. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to do math anymore.
Well, okay. Well,
Calculator.
let me tell you what. For this guy, what's the lowest you can roll?
long rest. Okay. Oh, sure.
8.
I've got great news for you. He only had 3 left.
Oh. Okay, so I don't
Oh,
need to do
that
math on that
nugget.
guy.
Yeah, bye, B.
All right, and so for the big guy, what we got?
8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 6. 17.
17. All right. Just want to say from the bottom of my heart, if I ever have to add,
Oh, I have a
Anything
quick
to
question.
I want to cry.
Quick question.
Yes.
Since this guy died first,
Uh-huh.
and then I attack this guy, does that
Yes.
consider a sneak attack?
You know what? I'll let you have that. You know what? The way you worded that, I'll let you have it.
Plus 10 to the damage.
You may have this once.
Yeah.
All right, let me add 10 to that.
Uh,
I mean, this is still a pretty sturdy, like, brick house
Yeah.
that you're slicing
I
against.
was like, looking at that, I was like, man, it's not. I feel like I did a lot of damage, but I don't think this guy's going down anytime soon.
Like, your
As
sword is,
one-
like, barely, like, cutting into its hide because it is just,
Yeah.
like, completely comprised of, like, stitched up dragon parts.
Okay. So as part of my
Yes.
rogue things, I can run away without getting hit because I attacked you. Because I hit you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna tap my brother. We need to retreat. And
Get a
fight
little
another
tap on the
day.
back of your calf.
And I'm saying it loud enough for hopefully Hawk can hear as well.
Okay.
And Tarsius, I know you're raging, but you will see as a bonus action, you will see Cordelia start having blood dripping out of her eye
Ooh.
because I am trying to do it again. And hopefully
Alrighty.
it'll work. I am trying to bind you with the blood curse. Amplifying it, so take the D4 necrotic. Ooh, I rolled a 1. That's nice.
Good job.
That's the
That's
best
all we
roll
can
I
hope
can
for
do.
as a blood hunter.
Right. So DC 16 for strength saving throw. I don't know if that will work because I feel like that guy's a strength guy.
All right, which one? Which one are you focusing on?
This guy.
That guy? All right, let me roll for him. So what's your strength save? All right.
But I feel like he's the biggest threat right now.
DC
And also
16?
this guy. Yeah. He rolled
That
natural
is
1 and it's
a-
like a 17.
Wouldn't that have been great? That is a 25.
Oh god. Well, I guess you don't. I just take the damage. Nothing happens to you.
All right. Anything else?
I will end my turn. That's all I can do.
All right. Okay, so Irian is taking shots. As Cordelia, as you would have quickly danced away from the dragon flesh creature, its hand would have started reaching out for you, but then 2 arrows would have like kind of sunk into its wrist and like caused it to like swing away as Irian scales to the top of this building, and he's just like, "It's like, yeah, you guys go ahead and get. I'll try to keep them here as long as I can."
No, don't do that.
Like,
I'm
oh,
sure
don't
he's
give me that!
crafty
Don't give
enough.
me those faces.
I'm giving Arian all the puppy eyes, including the snakes.
Like, look, trust me. Once you guys are out of here, I am dipping because I'm trying to get a hot date by the end of the week. So I was told that I had a chance if the world ended. The world is ending. I have a chance. I'm taking it.
Oh my god.
All right, patience. You are currently being carried by a very large, pretty fairy lady. Anything that you're doing, or are you just gonna just enjoy the ride?
Just enjoy the ride.
Okay.
She is calm.
Surprising.
Patience having patience.
I know that's shocking. Meanwhile, Gren is kind of like following underneath the fairy, like head tilted up as he's trying to run away. Let me roll for this guy. Do you hit the creature? Do you hit the puppy? That is the question. You do not hit the puppy. That was a 5.
It's definitely Henry when we're trying to leave.
He scampers.
Right immediately turns around and gives a little hiss.
It's like fuck. All right, Tarsius, what are we doing?
Okay, well, don't want the attack of opportunity. So the only logical thing
That'll
is
definitely
to
hurt.
attack it, hope it falls, and then use an action surge.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reckless and great weapon master the first one.
Go for it.
Okay. No, you rolled that. Actually.
Go reckless. Go stupid. Go crazy.
Let's go stupid.
Don't you just want to go ape shit?
That's a 2. That's a dirty 20
Dirty 20 for the...
with the advantage.
Dirty 20 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Cool. Well, then the 12 also did not hit. Okay, so the first
Yeah.
one missed. Bad. All right, let's second attack.
I shall say he will catch with the chain of his morning star.
Okay.
And he just kind of like tilts his head at you, very amused.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's great weapon master the next one too. -5. Let's go. No, that's less than 20. Alright, cool. Action surge. I'm gonna use my add action to do the dash, and then I'm gonna dash again.
Okay. Not a disengage.
Not a disengage. That was.
All right.
I get that A up. Because I
Actually,
need to
hold on.
run fast, so that's why I wanted to knock them down, but nope,
me...
it didn't happen.
Actually, let me double check a thing. Technically, you are not close enough. You have the reach, but he does not. So,
Lucky me. Okay.
because his, like, not to meta, but his Morning Star only has a 5-footer,
Oh. Well,
and you were 10 feet away from him.
I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Getting the hecking out of here.
Time to skedaddle, as they say.
Get out of skadoo.
Alright, so you are vamoosing.
Yeah, so 5.
So go ahead and take your movement.
5. No, what? Okay, setting, go away. 5, 10, 15.
While you're doing that, Hawk, what are we doing?
40, and another 40 feet.
I can't hit. You're muted.
If we said we was running, we is running.
All right.
My question is, which direction is the boar?
Well, you have Myria heading one direction, so
Myria, which direction are you heading?
I was down because I thought that's what way we were supposed to go. If not, I'll go the other direction.
no, that's fine. You can go that way. That works.
So it's this way. Okay.
These are city streets. They're all going to connect at some point.
That's fair. So yeah, we're gonna start a running. I know that's gonna prompt an AOP, but I don't care. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to sacrifice my action to dash.
Okay.
And just between this dude and Tarsius. Okay. Oh my, I have to put my finger on the screen. Running. Okay.
Running. All right, let me roll that. Yep. All right.
Be funny if this guy has Sentinel. That would suck.
This is why if I'm making an NPC, I'll build the NPC as a character, but this is a monster with stats, and I'm going to use the monster stats.
Yeah.
Because sometimes things are broken. All right, so I have to do numbers. I mean, if a base 18 wouldn't hit you, right?
No.
Okay, because I didn't feel like doing math, but I'll do the math. Okay, so that is going to be a 30 to hit with the
what?
that's with his pluses. I didn't want to.
Do the math. You didn't have to.
I didn't want to do math in my head. I was like, I mean, if an 18 probably hits,
unfortunately, that does hit.
Okay. Like if an 18 hits, I'll just say it's an 18. But no. Okay. All right. Let me roll his numbers. Luckily, he rolled low. So that's always nice. Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and if I have resistance,
he's going to... yes, if you have resistance, that'll be half.
Cool.
As he is going to take that Morning Star and swing it across like the back of your knee as you're running away.
Okay.
And you're gonna feel that for a while.
What the asshole tried to hamstring me? The fuck?
Yep.
You're a little short. As he's running away. Nice try, like ow, but nice try.
Alright, which I will say because of time, since the plan is running, I will say that we are booking it as fast as we can, and we will make that escape, cutting through as many places as we need to, going over rooftops. And for the meantime, it looks like you get away.
Phew.
Little note as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna hover the sword back to me.
All right. I figured, so I just brought it with you.
And also, I'm gonna try, because I know Patience and Cole are flying with Myria. So I'm gonna try. Try is the best word for this. Grab Grid.
Okay. Do your best.
Because Grid is right now running on the floor. I was like, I need to save the baby.
Yeah, he's trying to book it as fast as he can.
So I'm gonna try to grab the baby and book it.
All right.
I don't know if you need to roll anything or whatever.
Where are you? Okay. So you guys book it, and you kind of like cut your way through streets, over rooftops, in any way that you need to get away as fast as you can. And for the meantime, you do get away until you come down the next street, and then you see what looks to be another standoff happening. Just right before, as you recognize the street, this is the street where Jakey's shop is at.
Oh, no.
along with a certain forge. And the first thing you see is Maloon, kind of backed towards the storefront, with his hand kind of like his arm kind of like protectively out, to kind of like sequester these 3 dragonborn children that are hiding behind him. As they're very scared, and let me get you on the map actually, because this is easier to look at. So, all right. As you see, Care kind of like in the middle of the street, holding like his forge hammer. As you see, 3 green Abishai, kind of approaching on the street, along with 3 similar dreadnoughts. You see Maloon kind of like tucked into a corner, kind of like trying to protect some dragonborn children. A few of them crying, one of them very upset, as they're saying, it's just like, I don't see why we can't just go with them. Nobody wants to let us inside. They think we're evil, just like them. And as it looks like a fight is about to break out, you hear, once again, wings. Large wings.
Oh boy.
As over the building tops crests a green dragon as it lands in the district just before its allies.
Great.
Oh, the green
see
dragon.
As you'll see, I know, shut up, Cordelia.
That's the dragon
I
I'm
know.
least scared of.
So Kara kind of like roll his shoulders, he'll crack his neck, and he's just like, it's only a Monday.
It's only Monday.
And that is where we'll leave off for tonight. And we'll pick up again in 2 weeks. It's another fight's about to break out.
Damn,
Don't get me
alright.
wrong, I'm still scared of this. I'm still scared of the dragon, but this is the least scared.
Clawtex
At least I have.
Like, you at least have a
immunities.
fighting chance with the breath.
I'm
The
like,
teeth and claws get involved. That's another story, but
That's- yeah.
it's too bad Elena's not here. She'd be like, didn't we kill you?
That's what you would have done.
like, all right, come here, bitch. But
Shake, shake, throw.
all right, so we will pick this up again in 2 weeks as we head our way into another skirmish across Waterdeep.
Alright.
So you guys make your way closer to the tavern.
Gotta save the kids.
Gotta save the kids. Gotta save Patience. She's the one holding the mask that they're looking for. Save the kids.
What mask?
All right.
What mask? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no mask here. It's not the mask
Alright.
you're looking for.
The only masks here is the masking that Hawk is doing right now.
Not doing a good job. Not the best job. Okay. So with that, thank you guys for playing. Thanks for people that watched, and we will see where this fight goes in 2 weeks. So, bye.
Adios, everybody.
Bye.